Yes, sir. You know what's up, man. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If it's your first time here, welcome. I am Jimmy. We are in the gym with Jim. This is my
Aw.
co-host, my dog, Cool Trizzy. What's going on, baby?
Yo, listen, man, I'm very happy today,
Ah,
actually. Today's a
lucky
good
you.
one.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
lucky. Look at this guy.
We'll unpack it later, don't worry.
Yeah, radiating happiness. Ooh, must be so nice.
Hey, for everybody watching, happiness is free, you know.
Happiness
You
is
ain't gotta
free.
pay for none.
Happiness. Funny enough, they say that in your
Uh-huh.
brain can only process anger for about like 9 to 10 seconds. Everything after that is really just you.
Is that right?
So they say. A neurologist said it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because I
So
know, obviously you get angry and then
yeah,
there's regret and blah, 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 and
yeah,
then people hold grudges.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. No,
that's
no, it's fine.
interesting.
We can start with scientific topics. We are a well versed. We are a well versed group of gentlemen. Okay, and if we want to talk about what a neurologist said about anger and it being a fleeting emotion, because it is, we're talking about that. So I'm gonna stay to talk for a little bit. I want to know, okay, the people that are just holding on to anger and grudges and being like, nah, I've been upset for 20. That is a choice. Now,
That's facts.
that is a choice. Now, what happened to get you to that point? We are not here to tell you what is right or wrong.
Mm.
However, the feeling itself of anger, being angry, every time you see this person is making you angry, it's like, making your blood boil, like it's bringing you to that point. That is a choice.
It's
I
a
want to keep that
choice.
in mind. Keep that in mind. That is a choice.
I love that.
And that's why people do the whole like um forgive but don't forget. Because you can
Mm.
forgive to allow you to get past the I'm angry every time I see this person. Ooh, I can't go to the mall because I'm gonna be in the mall. Those things are a choice,
Mm-hmm.
So you can. But if you forgive, then you can. Okay, maybe I can go to the mall. If I see this person, I
Yep.
just air them. Keep moving,
Hey,
head down, straightforward. You know what I mean?
it is what it is. Gotta keep moving.
Hey, gotta keep moving. Anyway, so Trizzy, since you're so happy, you can start. How are you, sir? What's
I'm
going on
very
over
good
there?
for one very, very big reason, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have sat on this couch not once,
Mm-hmm.
not twice, not three times, but this marks officially the 10th time, aka episode 10, of In the Gym with Jim.
Hey man,
And till this day, actually, you know what? Let me take it back.
I was gonna say
The
the same thing.
pilot
I was gonna say the
episode
same thing, boy.
felt like it was yesterday. For all, and for those curious, the pilot episode will never see the light of day.
No,
But
because it was dark. Like actually dark. Like it was just dark.
in the literal sense.
Yeah, literal
But
sense.
what makes me very happy is not only is it episode 10, but I think me personally, it has made my connection deeper, not only with yourself,
Yes, sir.
but also learning about the stories of the people who have come on the show,
Mm-hmm.
share their kind of like backgrounds, where they've come from, etc., and their struggles and their wins. I'm just so happy till this day that you've tapped me on the shoulder and said, Tristan, why don't let's do this?
Yo,
You
man.
know?
You know what? I appreciate you for reaching out and like having a conversation and kind of opening that door. Because honestly, without you, this would have been difficult. Very difficult to do. Probably would have looked a lot different. It wouldn't be as fluid. It probably wouldn't be as consistent. It would have been much more frustrating for me to continue to attack this dream, and be able to do with somebody I consider one of my best friends means a lot. So thank you. It's only episode 10. We have 10,000 more to go.
A lifetime to
You know what I
go.
mean? I'm very, very excited about where we get to. I don't want to move on just yet, but you have more to add. Yes, we're episode 10. But how are you? How's the
Yeah.
mental? What's going on?
Doing well, actually. So this week has been busy, of course, like with work and
Mm,
whatnot, keeping my fitness in check. But another reason why I'm really happy is because I've started to eat a lot better as well.
hmm
Less snacking. Like you guys don't really see it, but every time we get together, it's always Tristan opening up a bag of chips, putting it on the bowl for the community. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to stray away from the snacking and the stuff, like developing a different mental discipline as far as dieting is concerned. So I think where I'm headed as far as mentally and physically is the trajectory is going to the right place.
Good,
Yes.
good, good, good.
And what about yourself?
Before you go, did we get to do the water fast? Did you try it out?
No, not yet.
Okay,
I I,
okay,
I actually am planning to do that next week after the dinner.
okay. So
Yeah.
before, okay, to answer your question, I'm not great. I'm not terrible though,
Mm.
but we'll get to that. Would you be
Hmm.
interested in doing you can pick the hours, but between a 48 to 72 hour water fast with me after the lovely weekend we're gonna have to kick off the badness for the summer.
Absolutely. I think.
Okay, so we won't. We I think we do it the Sunday after the episode.
Hmm.
We'll crack a bottle of wine.
Hmm.
And we'll just have the episode. We'll go out. We'll do what we do,
Yep.
and then as from 12 midnight, we're aiming for 48 to
72.
72 hours.
Okay.
Okay. For people listening, I attempt to do a 48 to 72 hour water fast once a month. I did one last month. I find it very beneficial. I think gives the body a rest. It's good for the cells and rebuilding and everything else. Like a lot of really, really good science behind it. I think it's important. And if you are able to and you can muster it up, I think you should. The things that I drink on the
Mm.
water fast, obviously water. If I'm feeling dizzy or lightheaded for whatever reason, a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt just for electrolytes. The electrolytes in pink Himalayan salt are low. It's not what you would think it is. Like it's not like a
This is
coconut
break
water,
or
for
fast.
example.
Okay.
Yeah. So to break the fast, I believe scientifically, and someone correct me. I mean, you probably won't because I'm like that. But if you want to correct me, you can definitely try. It's when your insulin levels raise, so your sugar basically.
Yes.
So that would be what breaking the fast is. So black coffee, green tea. I don't do the peppermint. They say you can. I don't play that. I feel like I don't know. It's a little. It's not sweet, but something in between that for me. Kind of. I feel like it does it for me.
Okay.
So I do green tea, black coffee if I have to, and then water. And then if I feel dizzy, you add a pinch of salt, and that's it. Like a little pinch, like not a teaspoon in your thing.
Now my question is,
Yes.
as you can see, I'm a big boy and I have a
Yes.
black hole of a metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, within those 24 hours, I think I should be okay.
Okay.
But once we hit that 48-hour plus,
Yeah.
how does it make you feel physically? Are you in search of food? Like, is your hunger becoming ravenous? You're like, oh man, like I think I'm gonna break. You know what I mean?
That is a great question, and me and Nick talked about this because me and him do it as well.
Mm.
The water fast. Sometimes when you're in the water fast, you're in the like 36 hours to like 48-hour phase. Once you pass 36 hours, when your body starts doing a lot of work, and that's when it starts fixing stuff that like it didn't have time to repair. So now that you're not, I guess, eating and like the blood cells are moving things where they should be, and your body doing what it should be doing.
Okay.
Now you're paying. So for me, yes, you might get. I mean, you will get hungry, but just drink water and you'll be fine. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
Some things that people don't talk about a lot is like I get really cold, like freezing. Like that's when I did I did a 48 actually. Didn't even do 72. That's when I did a 48 by hour. Like, well, I guess it was like 50 because I was sleeping. Before I went to bed, I was freezing, like shivering, super super
No
cold, like in
way.
the office, like wrapped up. Yeah. It's something that happens. It's like part of it. And they tell you like if you feel like you can't manage it, then break it. And I'll say it to you as well, especially for your first time. If you can't do it, break. If you're in a place that has like AC, you'll feel cold than you would typically feel normally.
Interesting.
It's just what your body does to protect itself from, refixing the cells.
I
And
see what
taking
you're
on.
saying.
It's fixing itself.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
It's
those things happen
prioritizing that over. Okay, I see what you're saying.
over what's going on, and like it typically would be burning, carbs or whatever else. Somebody can't burn carbs; it burns fat, and then like
Yeah.
it keeps doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Interesting.
So like let that happen.
Okay.
Will you feel hungry? For sure. You as someone who snacks, I think, will it be hard? That portion of it, yes. Also, I think you'll leave it 48 to 72 hours with clarity of like, okay, you know what? When I think I'm hungry and I want a snack, I probably don't even need that snack for real. Like I can, I'm not gonna run to water or coffee, be like me, fill myself up. No,
Yeah.
but you'll understand like, okay, maybe I'm not as hungry as I think I'm. Like, I can wait I can wait till I get past this.
Yeah.
That's what it does for me. So whenever I find myself in these habits where I'm like even when I came here, I crushed like a chips because I just wanted something.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
When after that, I'm like, okay, you know what? I actually don't need snacks. I'm not a big snacker in general.
Okay.
But yeah, that's something that will happen. So you're able to break that habit through the fast. You'll feel it, you understand, and you're able to understand triggers, what's driving you to feel like you want a snack or whatever. Maybe just because you have myself and whoever might else be here, and you're like, I want to be a good host, so here's snacking, and by the process of them snacking, I'm snacking as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'll also realize like maybe if no one asks you, just let it rock. Like right now, there's no snacks out. The camera can see there's no snacks out. We didn't bring any snacks earlier.
Nothing on the side.
Nothing on the side. Nothing's hiding. So like you'll
Yeah.
start realizing like, okay, maybe I actually don't need to do that. I don't need to be the host because you're putting yourself in a predicament where like you as a snacker, are like, okay, well, I'll take a 1-2 chip because the chips are out and the man are eating and you already opened it, so we're not gonna put it back in the bag as an idiot thing. So like we might as well just finish it.
And there's also that thing of two things like, oh man, I don't want to be wasteful,
Yep.
or since everyone is in on it, hey, you know what? A couple bites won't hurt, and then it's a
It
snowball
snowballs.
effect.
Yep. Fam, you know how on the journey, like the beginning journey, how much like bags of chips and things I threw away? I would
Threw away.
I had to because I would be the same thing. I opened it, I paid for it, so I'm like I'm gonna crush it. But then it gets to a point where like I mean I did it to myself.
Oh
So like I
man,
would go out when I was living alone, I'd go out and I would buy like sour
sour cream and
no,
onion.
sorry, all dressed
Oh,
Ruffles.
that's the goat chip. The
Yeah, bro.
top
First of all,
five.
I think so too. So get a Ruffles, all dressed chips, get some like Tabasco, not harder than Tabasco, but like a gold pepper sauce, put it in there, mix, throw the bag, like shake the bag together, and crush it. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's
Wait.
nuts. It's nuts. I know. Get a gold pepper from like Grace, one of these bottles. Put like half of that in the bag and shake it, bro. Shake it,
I'm
go
not gonna lie,
crazy,
that's the next level
and
of big backery that
fam.
that.
It fixes, it hits everything, like the sweet, like the savory, and then it's nuts. Anyways, I would do that a lot, and I kept finding myself like, yo, I don't want to be the person who's always snacking when I'm watching a game or watching whatever. And if I'm snacking, let me pick something
Yeah,
else I can snack on.
yeah.
So if I didn't crush it in that day, which I would try not to, I would just throw it out, so I don't have to do it again. Very
Interesting.
wasteful, but it taught me like if I don't want to waste money, I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep put myself in that predicament. And same thing with like patties. I when I live alone, I don't buy patties because I'll crush like two, three, four in a quick like boom.
Yeah,
Let's get it done.
it's a 10-minute ordeal. Like it's just
Yeah, I put in the air fryer, I'm crushing it, and I'm blessed. And I do it over and over and over again,
it takes longer to prepare than to eat, actually,
and
which is very big backery
which is
again.
very big bakery. But then you realize it's like 300, 400 calories and like 14 grams of fat because it's. Anyways, you don't have to go into the science of what a beef patty is, but we
Yeah.
understand like as you look at it from a journey of like where you're trying to get to,
Mm,
the things that we ingest and the things that we like, really, really enjoy. Not that they're bad for us. Bad isn't the correct word. It should just be had in moderation. If you're not training for a show or some athletic event, don't don't freak out about like what you're ingesting and taking on a daily basis. Just
okay.
make it work for your body.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Other than that, that was a tangent. I apologize. Well, not apologize, but it was a tangent. I'm not great. I'm not terrible. I take
Mm,
my daily bread. Daily bread from Exodus. If you guys know, you guys know. If you guys don't, we'll talk about it another time. It's
yep.
not right now. But take your daily bread, man. As it comes, take what the days in front of you, and you move and you move and you move. I've been writing down my feelings a lot. So how I feel in the moment, something's bothering me. Take a
Mm,
second, catch my breath, wait until like I'm regulating my feelings, and just write it out.
okay.
I write it out. And I have like a lot of pages and I realize I'm the person who I tell people not to be like, which I by that I mean the person who everything is fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then go home on the drive home. It's the silence, and my head is down. And then next thing you know, you're leaving here, and I'm at my crib, and you have no idea how you got there because you're just in your thoughts of like what's going on, the noises. You don't remember
You're like
chaining lanes. Just
autopilot.
you
That's
know what I'm
so yeah.
saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. And then you're just going through the phases. You go home. You might eat your meal prep, whatever you did, shower, brush your teeth. You're in bed. You wake up, and you're just going through the motions, and like there's no real deviation or like you know what I mean. So
Can't
that
get vicious.
that's been going on lately. But other than that, fine, fine, fine. Everything is fine. This wine is lovely. Um, Triz, I have a question for you. This is not the question I have on the board. This is like a brand new question that came to me.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so this wine is great. And
Thank you.
would you be open to sharing with the people the maybe the wines we drink and like where they're from and like yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so I'm
Don't
gonna
mind
give
if
you
I do.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you ISO.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you ISO.
Okay.
So you got a minute
Okay.
if you need a minute. If
Yeah,
you
of
don't,
course. Yeah, I'll
okay.
take a
And when
minute.
you edit this, I want the it's an ISO. So this is on you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Zoomed in on you. I want you to talk about this lovely
Mm.
wine bottle here.
So
ISO
what
go.
we have? Okay, actually, you know what? Before I don't want to discuss this bottle. Actually, I want to discuss the love for it. I have a minute.
You have a minute. It's yours.
Okay. So
Starting now. Go ahead.
I love wines not because of the flavor is one thing, but a bigger percentage of loving wine is based on the storytelling. So there are people in the world who are able to take liquid from a grape and process it into something absolutely fantastic that is shared amongst millions of dinner tables, lunch tables, a crispy afternoon in the sun. You're sharing a bottle. Now, when I say storytelling, is there are different types of soils that these wine grapes can grow from, different altitudes, but the love for wine comes from the love of the craft. These people are making bottles purely for the love of the game. And I think being able to tell stories based on your region, based on the altitude of your vineyard, and sharing it with the world is one of the most special things to me, which is why I developed a love for reds, and in particular, one of the biggest, what do you call it, regions that produces is Napa Valley.
Yes.
Cabernet Sauvignon, sorry, yes, exactly. Cab Sauves or Cabernet Sauvignons are my choice,
Okay.
and Super Tuscans from Italy.
Okay. What is this?
This is a Super Tuscan. This is a 2020 Tignanello.
Okay.
And I got this very specially for our 10th episode. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is
It is the point, man. It's a part of the point.
the, the point is the beauty of wine is outside of the flavor, it's the fact that you can share it with anybody
There you go.
see fit to sit at your table.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you for that.
No, of course, man. This is something I'm gonna do. So like, be prepared.
Yes,
Be prepared. Be prepared to share the grapes and whatever. You gotta get a minute ISO. It's called in basketball we call it a 1/4 flat.
Okay.
You get the ball at the top of the key. Yeah, exactly. Hey. Yeah, clear out.
I get it.
That's you. Okay, cool. Now, to one of our favorite segments. The anime catch up, man. You wanna go first? Mine's just short. Mine's gonna be short.
Yeah, mine's gonna be short as well. I actually, before you got here, I caught up on 2 animes. That's no 3. Free Ren.
Yes. Love
I've
it.
caught up. Fantastic episode.
Mm-hmm.
I caught up on Hell's Paradise episode, the one that got released today.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent work.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, have you seen?
Yes.
So you've seen Gabimaru and I can't remember her name, but they finally beat
Yuzi Harana,
Kuka or
Yuzi
something.
whatever. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But they beat their enemy, and now the final Asemon, like the executioner,
Yeah.
at the end he shows up with all these fucking weird figures.
Didn't
you know?
they get there quick? Doesn't it feel fast?
It felt fast because they were running, like from when they landed on the beach. You know how they tamed them,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "All right, there's only one direction that we're going. It's to save our peoples."
True.
But
True.
they've been Usain Bolt dashing.
Yeah. When you put it that way, yeah, it does make sense.
See what I mean?
It does make sense. At first, I thought I'm like, yo, you guys got here quick. But then when you put it that way, it does make sense.
And
Well, it's
then-
like 2 episodes left, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, 2 episodes left. Yeah.
And then also just caught up on Fire Force, where they're facing Hamiya and the adult, like in the Adola world.
Mhm.
I think that the next episode is going to be insane.
Because they have to be as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have your JJK, where I think the next episode is what's his name? Not Megumi. Can't remember his name. Yuta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
in the other region. They're about to go ham. So anyway, the next 2 weeks of anime's worth, it's gonna be fantastic.
I agree with that. I watch everything that you have watched, and you didn't mention Sentence to Be a Hero. You didn't watch that one?
Didn't watch it yet.
Okay, that one was good. That one was good. I will save it because I did want to talk a little bit about it, but I will save that one. I'm very excited for Dr. Stone, which starts next week, which means there's 13 episodes left.
Okay.
Because it's part 2 of the final series, and
season
this point,
finale.
where are you? Yes, season finale. No, like finale, not season finale, like the finale of the anime. It's it.
Oh damn!
Yeah, this is it.
I didn't even realize.
Similar with Fire Force, this is it, but this is their son of part 2.
Okay.
Where are you in Dr. Stone? Are you anywhere? Are you caught
I
up?
can't remember. No, I'm not caught up for sure.
Okay. Essentially, right now, they have fought Zeno and everybody else, and they realize like they have to make a decision. Kill Dr. Stone,
Mhm.
or save Zeno, or let the world crumble because it's gonna happen one way or another.
Interesting.
essentially what
Will there
happened.
be a third option? You think?
The third option is, no, there's no other option right now. So now, they're all back. Majority of like the Dr. Stone's family is back,
Mhm.
and they're like, yeah, they've saved Doctor X, so Zeno,
Mhm.
and they're like, yeah, the Y Man is what they call him. He is clearly on the moon. So now, if anyone's familiar with Doctor Stone, it's essentially the 20th century, and the world was turned to stone,
Mhm.
and they had to move through all the ages that the world went through, with basically like one doctor, and there's two doctors on outside the world. So one's in, I mean, from Japan, but they're like technically not in Japan. They're somewhere else, like Europe or something. I don't remember where they got to, but
Yeah, it's
let's say they're in
fantasy
Japan
land.
and one's in the States. Essentially, so let's go with that.
Yeah.
And they're working on opposite side of the world, doing the same things. This one's like, I want to bring the world together or bring everybody back, and one's like, I want to make a world where we are run by power
Hmm.
and dominance and whatever. And they finally clash, and then they get into the push and tug. They make the world stone again. Then the doctors come out, but now they're together to find out who is the one that made the purification item that
Yeah,
even
yeah.
caused this in the first place.
Mm.
And that is what this next episode is about. It's one of those animes where like they're not fighting. Actually, it's not really fight. It's just science. Like it's just tough
Very educational,
how it,
actually.
yeah, and it's really dope how it's like portrayed.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not so much science where you're like, this is really confused. I don't get it. It's done really. I mean, to put it frank, it's pretty childish, honestly.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it's done well. It's a great anime. Some to watch.
Yep.
The My Hero Academia fun episode. So now it's like this time skip to like, what is it, 5 years or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, weddings. I
They're all
imagine weddings or
grown.
whatever stuff. Yeah, all that stuff's gonna go on.
Yeah.
That's coming out next, and there's a bunch of other animes that we will get into as well.
Yeah. I
But
actually,
that's what it is, kind of now.
and as we tie this up, like I'm proposing a challenge to
Shoot,
you and I,
shoot, let's do it.
because I've noticed. Well, we're just watching like really, really, really popular shonen.
Hmm.
I challenge you and I to introduce an anime. No, not necessarily weekly, because that's a huge
All
time
right,
consumption.
this is a big ask.
But let's come next week and talk about something that you and I watched for the first time that is under the radar.
As long as you watch Tomodachi Games an episode, I will do it. Once you text me,
He's the
Jim.
Tomodachi Games promoter, by the way.
Once you text me, Jim, I watched Tomodachi Games. Fine. I did an episode. I don't need to do the whole thing. Watch an episode of Tomodachi Games,
All right.
and I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You have my word.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not the ISO. That's not the ISO. I have his word. You said it. Okay, cool. Now, this is my time.
Let's hear it, brother.
Basketball. Baby, the Raptors.
Come on.
My Raptors. Okay, we're still in 5th place.
Mm.
I want to thank a couple. I'm actually team. I want to thank teams in general, but there were a few teams who went out, beat Orlando twice,
Mm.
beat Miami twice,
Mm.
and allowed us to stay in 5th place. So thank you.
Salute.
So, salute to all you teams that went ahead
Or
and
slapping
kept Orlando and Miami in their place.
at bay.
You know what I'm saying? It's important. It's important.
Yeah.
I do not want to see the Raptors in the play-in. We beat Chicago, which we should have done.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy about that win. The Denver game is really good. Denver game is really good. It's hard to guard Jokic, man. It's hard to guard Jokic, hard to guard Jamal Murray. And of course, the person that we wouldn't think of guarding, well, you would think of guarding, but like not the guy to go off, would be Tim Hardaway Jr. Went up for 26. Cashing threes. Licking up the place.
Silky,
Silky. And here's Bruce Brown going crazy, tipping his hat, looking
Out of
threes.
all people, by the way.
I said, "Oh my gosh, Toronto can't get a break."
But that's
Bro,
the
this is
thing.
crazy.
That's the thing, Jim. Like, people. Okay, these are the best 500 players in the world, so I can't
Yes.
even say like random players.
Yes.
But why are we getting worked by non-superstar athletes from other teams?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I like this take. I like this question. I'm gonna keep it short.
Mm.
The reason this happens because when you're a scouting report, right? When you're building a scouting report,
Mm-hmm.
you have to take away something. Basketball's a chess game.
Mhm.
Okay, the chess game.
I
so
agree.
I have to take away Jokic and Jamal Murray's action. I take away their pick and rolls. Then I have to ensure that either Cam Johnson or who's starting, or Cam Johnson isn't going crazy either. Okay.
Okay.
So that's three ways to take away for sure. You have Scotty guarding one. Oh, Aaron Gordon. Thank you. And then Aaron Gordon can't go crazy on the lobs. So you take away the pick and roll between Jamal Murray and Jokic, and you do that by putting a bigger person on Jamal Murray,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put Scotty Barnes on Jokic.
Okay.
Okay, you put Jakob on Aaron Gordon because Aaron Gordon plays dunker spot. The dunker spot is the side to the right or the left of the backboard of their opponent's backboard. So they're
Okay.
in the spot. So if somebody drives and help come, they can throw the ball up for a lob or a quick dunk ball.
Quick dunk, yeah, yeah.
That's where the dunker spot is. Now, you want to take away the Cam Johnson three because he's a really good corner shooter.
Sure.
Okay, so that's 4 things done, and you have to help on the switch because if at the time it's RJ guarding Jamal Murray and Scotty Barnes guarding Jokic.
Mismatch.
Essentially, exactly. So now if RJ switches onto Jokic, okay, Jakob has to be the one to help on Jokic, so someone can peel switch. Peel switch is switching to the next possible pass, taking that away. So if Jakob steps up to Jokic, then RJ would have to take away either the corner pass or Aaron Gordon, depending on how the defense is playing. Typically, Raptors give up a lot of corner threes because this you pinch on the dunker spot for Aaron Gordon, take it away. So the idea now is to make Christian Brown shoot the threes.
I see where you're going with
So now
this.
when Christian Brown is out the game, it's Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is now the person you make shoot the corner three. He's the below average 3-point shooter. So you limit those.
Like super low percentage.
Yeah, so you limit those. So now if he's hitting those shots, it does change your defense a little bit, but you can't now overreact to Bruce Brown hitting shots.
To the 1, 2, 3, 4 things you got to take care of.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you can overreact to Tim Hardaway Jr. hitting shots. Now, Tim Hardaway Jr. hitting shots in pull-ups and really quick actions, especially with bench actions, it gets tough. So I like these questions because when people who aren't watching it like actively or aren't looking for like the peel switch or like what's going on next, it just seems like, yo, why are you guys letting this guy fry you? In reality, it's kind of you live and die with it. Like if Bruce Brown went out and dropped 30 from corner threes, you tip your hat to him and you're like, all right, man. Cool.
But then, like you said, casual fans will be like, what are we doing?
Exactly, what are you doing? But like, if you overplay Bruce Brown and you let Jokic give you 40, 50, I don't think. Look, I'm depending on the team you're guarding, you can go to the superstar and be like, hey, you have to score 40, and everyone else has to figure it around you. That is an option. Denver's not one of those teams.
No.
Okay, a team that was like that, 2016 Houston Rockets,
with
James Harden.
Yeah, James
that
Harden.
you let happen, and you make sure no one else around him can drop 20.
I know, but like to your point, so he was averaging what 42.
Yeah, some
crazy.
Nuts.
Anyways,
yeah. But you have to let that happen. Not let that happen, but you take those and you ensure that the people around him don't score. Anyways, the point is, yes, the Denver game was tough because the people frying us are people you wouldn't think. However, if you scout it properly, outside of the THG 26, everything else was done correctly. The Raptors did everything else correctly. Brandon Ingram probably didn't score the way you would have liked to score, and IQ didn't score the way you would like to score. However, everything else around him went really good. Carter played a good game. RJ played a good game. Jacoby, all right. Like the things you would have wanted to happen happened. It shows you can hang with these teams, but we need to be better in finishing.
Okay,
that's my Raptors take.
Okay.
So set me for that. Now, on the topic of basketball, I have been watching a lot of YouTube. I enjoy YouTube, and I've really been enjoying Ball is Life.
Ball is Life.
Yeah, I think it's tough. So here we have written down LP and Nas. One of the top 2, 3, 4 guys in the space. Nas probably the first right now, currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Uncle Scoob, probably second. Then Uncle
Zay,
Scoob or LP.
Moon.
Exactly. Zay, Moon, Left Hand Dom, Scar. Like it's crazy.
Rob Cologne.
You get it.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed it watching this because it's just hoops. Like it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's just cool, bro.
It's the purest form of basketball.
It literally is the 1-on-1, the 2v2, the 3v3. They're just going out there and hooping, and it's dope because these guys are essentially doing it for like obviously for the big like pay-per-view stuff. They're getting paid for, but like on the day-to-day, like maybe a man might put up like a rack of chains to be whatever. It's nothing like deep. It's not like pro money.
Yeah.
And
it's not like millions.
And it's not like they're making money off the like the ball. Well, from what I read, at least I could be wrong, but what I read it was like the people who will go on this Ball's Life tour, cameramen get paid, announcers, whatever, and then Ball's Life just does what they do. But if like a Nas LP 1-on-1 does 1 million views, that doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna make $10,000-$20,000 because that video does 1 million views.
Yeah, that's fair.
You see what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Like Ball is Life is the product.
Yep.
And Nas and LP might make a change because they're paying to pull up and like they get covered for maybe like the hotel or the flight whatever, Uber, whatever it be to get there.
Yeah.
But if that video is amazing, doesn't mean they're doing amazing.
Actually, question for you on
Shoot.
that. So if we think
From what
about,
I googled, of course, yes,
of course. Obviously, we don't know the back end contracts, but I feel as if that direction is going into heading into it's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Yes.
Do you think a ballless life could ever evolve to? I'll compare it to, let's say, a combat sport, like a
Okay.
boxing match.
Okay.
It is one on one. Obviously, people are paying pay per view.
Yeah.
Do you think ballless life has the potential to not necessarily equate, but be at that trajectory of, listen, Nas and LP is going to be the craziest one on one. We're going to charge $20 for an online stream or
Hmm.
whatever the case may be. Now the players will get part of that purse.
Yo, you know what? I think that would be a dangerous game for the YouTube content people to play
Why is that?
because then you are in the space similar to like a UFC or boxing where you're like Nas is so important to this. Now does he get let's say 10 bans and the person that they're playing gets one? Then you can these weird discrepancies of like, okay, I'm
I
not
see
I'm
what
not
you're
showing up like this
saying.
person is getting you know what I mean? Like you put these people in like these positions. Should it be paid? 100% they should be paid.
Okay.
Right? But they're under contract. Like if they're in Ball's life and they're like, yo, I have a game for example, Bino, who I actually like. I'm a big fan of Bino actually. I love his game. And I don't like to say if I could mirror somebody's game as a grown man, it's hard to do. But Bino's game to me is something I would like quick pull. Anyways, Bino currently actually got signed to play for the G League like a week ago.
Oh,
And
that's amazing.
actually, so did Zay. Zay is playing for the Windy City, whatever they play in Chicago. So they both can just leave and be like, yeah, I'm off this. So now once you do that, now you're like, okay, now I'm paying you X amount. You can't leave. You have to make sure that person's life is good enough so like they can't just get a contract
Go
or
anywhere
go.
else.
Or you're writing into the contract like, okay, now if you get another overseas look, you can't go. But you would never tell these guys who've been working all their life, say, yo, you can't go to an overseas look. See what I'm saying? And now, because now you get into like a weird possession thing. And Ball's Life is one, but off the dribble is the other one. Like the one where
And then there's TNC, the next chapter.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now if because next weekend, Nas plays Uncle Scoob, LP plays Zay, Scar plays the Filipino youth, Ryan,
Yeah,
the one we watched earlier.
Yeah,
And there's two other are missing. I forgive me, Bruce and somebody. Anyways, those guys are playing, but Zay is with Windy City, right? He's with the G Leagues, but he said he's gonna pull up and still play, which is a risk because if he goes there and gets injured,
yeah.
you're charging your G League contract for that.
That's bad. That's bad business.
Potentially, knock on wood. Let's hope he doesn't get injured, right? But so I'm saying, so these things are interesting. But anyways, it's just good hoops. As a hooper, I love watching it. The 2-on-2, the 3-on-3s, like I like watching it. It's just tough because, to your point, if it was just Ball is Life, sure. But now Ball is Life, off the dribble is TNC, and there's a bunch of other smaller ones that do it as well.
Exactly.
That these guys travel to get bread, obviously. Then that's basically saying Ball is Life is now the conglomerate. Everyone has to figure out what they got to do there. I don't think these other brands on YouTube would want to do that because they go to off the dribble a lot.
Yeah.
Those guys play a lot. Like it's that specific cut. They do it a lot, and then Ball is Life is like the bigger like creator all stars and this and that and like really big pay per view. So now you're like cutting into, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. And Ball of Life, Ball of Life. Ball is Life has been a household name to Hoopers for years.
Yeah.
Like
they started outside.
And there's so many mixtapes, like legendary mixtapes on Ball is Life, right?
John Wall, Austin Rivers, Andrew Wiggins. Yeah.
Sickening.
Yeah.
And then to your point, like I feel like if Ball is Life were to ever, let's say the term is monopolize, be the biggest. What's going to happen to off the dribble is going to happen in TNC and stuff like that. So that's a really good take.
Yeah, it's tough.
I respect that.
I like the way it is. I like the space the way it is. I think it gives people like the freedom to do what they need to do. Toronto has one as well. Obviously have ISO that and then ISO Legends.
Yeah.
So ISO that is from MK's thing, which is like more like a show than an actual like one. It's a one-on-one, but more like a show than anything else. Whereas ISO Legends is more like exactly one-on-one Ball is Life. And I think I'm sure you're familiar, but ISO Legends and Ball is Life did the collaboration earlier this month.
I did not know that.
Okay, so earlier this month or late February, they did a collaboration where a lot of guys came here and they played. So LP played.
I saw that footage. Did you go?
No, I had to practice for one, and then the Friday I was just too buzzed to go.
Fair.
But yeah, they did it. It was a great turnout. I hope Toronto team showed out enough to be able to go over there and play with those guys for like a big tournament, like a 25K tournament per city.
Oh,
I would love to see Toronto guys go over there and play. I don't know how they're gonna break it down. It's not like it's above my head, but I would love to see it. Okay, now Trizzy, here's the question. So on the board, we have a board, and I have a question for Trizzy. Okay.
Okay.
You You are an MMA boxing guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love combat sports.
Okay, and you are well versed in the names of MMA and boxing guys.
Very much so.
Okay. How many MMA boxing guys do you think you can name? Just a toss up.
Probably 10.
You think so? Just 10?
Yeah.
Okay. How many NBA guys think you can name? Current NBA guys.
Current NBA guys? I feel like, I don't know, like 10 to 15.
Okay. I want you to name as many MMA guys as you can.
MMA guys?
MMA and boxing. I'll let you put it to good because MMA and boxing is like, yeah, you can do UFC, whatever. This has to be real people. So don't go in there and throw some a fake name. Maybe real
Alexander
people.
the Great, who also is Volkanovski. But anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that challenge.
Let's hear it, man. I want you to name as many MMA and
Okay.
UFC, MMA, UFC, and
UFC
boxing
and
guys
boxing.
as you can.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's start with UFC. Okay. We'll go, I don't know, we'll go John Jones, Rampage Jackson, Chuck Iceman Liddell, Tito Ortiz.
Can you do current?
Yeah, sure.
Still current.
Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, Ilya Taporia, Hamzat, Alexander Volkanovski. We have Carlos Prates. We have so many current. I don't know. We'll do. I'm blanking.
It's okay, man. There's a timer on you. I'm just not telling you timer yet. There's a timer on you.
Who else? Bro, I'm blanking, bro.
You can go. Remember, you can go boxing. You can just go back and forth.
Okay. Obviously, we go Tank, Gervonta Davis. We have who else do we have? Terrence Bud Crawford.
15 seconds.
Ryan Garcia. I'm blanking, bro.
It's tough. It's tough under the fire. In 5,
Holy crap.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You said 10. I'll give you that. You could have done more. I'm not gonna give you a blind because I know your fighting knowledge, and I expected more.
Damn, that's interesting.
Now we're gonna go basketball. Current NBA players. Do not say Melo. Do not say D-Wade, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man.
Jordan Cook. Okay, well, you know what? We'll talk. Okay,
I'm gonna give you a 30-second timer.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Start. No, I'll tell you when. Don't worry. Catch your breath. Starting now.
SGA.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards. Jokic. Jamal Murray. Tatum. KD. James Harden. Bruce Brown. Scotty B.
And we have
RJ.
8 seconds on the clock. 8 seconds. 5, 4,
Steph.
3.
Clay.
Time. Okay, let's see what you got.
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you know what? You did. You got about 13. And I do want to add, I think you got a 13 because we recently just talked about Bruce Brown and THG and a couple other guys. It's probably like a 9, but it's fine. That was just for my own research. I just wanted to see where we were in the sports world. I expected better out of you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I expected better out of you.
I'm also not gonna lie. I expected better for myself.
I expected better.
It's different when you get put on the spot.
Look at man. See, people want the ball in their hands and the ice on the intel.
So you can't trust me for the last shot? Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yo, swing the rock.
Yeah, I sent you a couple of vids of me shooting.
Swing the rock. Hey, next episode. Next episode.
Hey, the footage, one day, you guys will see how silky the shot is.
Hey, yeah, all right. Anyways.
He disrespected me when I sent those videos, by the way.
He's just like Chris Boucher. That's the problem. Shout out Chris Boucher, by the way. That's a good guy. That's a good guy.
Boucher,
That's a good guy, man.
Thanks for representing me, bro.
The over-the-head jump shots? Yeah. It's the build. Jumper 58, back here.
On a good day, I'm 6'6", by the way.
From the free throw line, maybe. This guy is going crazy.
Guy, man.
Listen, man. Okay, so we're going to wrap up soon.
Okay,
and we'll spend about 10 minutes on these topics.
Okay.
We're giving 5-5. Okay?
Okay.
So, before we started, I showed you the video of Kenya Martin.
Mm.
Okay. You have the clip, so you can post it
Yeah, I'll have
here.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So essentially, what happened was Kenya Martin. I did not know about this, so this was new to me. I'm not a big Gil's Arena guy. I'm a big fan of Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Gil's Arena as a podcast.
Okay.
It's just not like my cut, but I do enjoy the clips. Anyways, this clip specifically spoke to me. So Kenya Martin has a speech impediment. Okay, and he's been very vocal about his speech impediment being something he's not very comfortable of. He doesn't enjoy disrespect. He doesn't play about that.
Mm-hmm.
Something you joke about, he's not with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
One of the staff on Gil's Arena released a video either before he got there or after. Gil said before, irrelevant. He released a video making fun of Kenyon Martin's speech impediment.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is he an employee of, those guys,
Yep.
whatever, he also has been in Kenya Martin's house. He's ate with the wife and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
This story speaks to know who you are keeping around you at all times. When you let somebody know, this is a line I don't want anybody to cross. I don't play that. This is not the time. Leave it out. It's disrespectful.
Yep.
And then to find someone that you let into your house, around your family, around your people who you've given money to outside of the actual broadcast, to know that that person was making fun of something that they should know makes you uncomfortable, I feel like it's crazy. And the reason why I put a topic on the board is because, and as some people who know me, nerve damage, left arm.
Yep.
And wait, two things that really bother me.
Yeah.
Weight, I don't talk about too often because, fortunately enough, I've been able to keep it off. But like if ever I were to balloon back up, it throws me for a loop. Like I lose my mind to myself, not out loud. I lose my mind to myself.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about things that are no goals with you, and someone may have crossed that line with a friend, a coworker, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
If you can give us in 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes,
Yeah.
how you feel, what you would do, like what are your thoughts on that topic?
Yeah. I think for me, I've evolved enough through life experience that I know immediately what I dislike.
Mm-hmm.
And through that knowledge, I have reached a level of boundary setting where I know once I see these behaviors, I am consider me gone.
Yeah.
Or here's the wall. Will you ever get through it? Probably not.
Yeah. Fair.
Because I think that level of boundary setting is important to your own well-being, to be honest. Because like we've talked about this on several occasions off the pod, but there are certain energies that you just don't want to be mixing with yours.
Yeah. And
it's like, man, like you're ruining what the piece that I've set up for myself.
You're ruining. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
You know what I mean?
couldn't resist. Keep going.
Literally, you're ruining.
You're ruining it.
You're ruining it. And I think just to to summarize my thought is, there are there hasn't been many times that people have actually crossed that simply because I prevent that from happening very early.
Yeah.
I just don't put myself in the mix. What about you?
It's happened. Look, the weight thing, I feel like it's not a line to cross because people are just speaking on this. This is a me thing.
Yeah.
But in a very, I can think I can do this in a minute. To keep this short, once upon a time, my godmother, bless her soul, I love her now. I love her. I loved her before I loved her now, but I love her. There was a time when I was going through some stuff and I was a little heavier than I would have liked to be, and maybe I was a little delusional about it.
Okay.
And I don't know what you call like your godmother's son. I guess just her son, my cousin, whatever you want to call it.
Probably, yeah.
Whatever, her son. Anyways, my cousin, whatever we call it. He was a heavier set person. She came over, before she says, hi, how are you? What have you been? She's like, oh, Jamie, this is like Caribbean talk. And obviously, I'm sure it happens in your household. Could have happened in your household as well. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, Jamie, you got big. I'm like, cool. Mom's like, Dad's like, it's not going to go over well. I didn't say anything. I'm very respectful to my elders, obviously.
So you took it to the chin.
My double chin, apparently. And she was like, my son did da-da-da, now he's so small, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, walked away. Didn't say a word.
Just like that.
I'm a big man this time. I'm like in my 20s. So we're going now. And there's a death in the family, maybe like 2 years down the line. And at the beginning of this, I said, anger is something you hold on to. I held on to it for so long because I was so mad. And I'm like, yo, why is that the first thing you would say to me? You haven't seen me in years. I've been doing great. I think at this point, I was just maybe just at our playground or like going, like I was doing well for myself. So like that being the first thing you said to me really, really bothered me. I mean, I want to go to my dad's like, yo, please bring me to the funeral. I want to go see my mom's like, yeah, drive us, whatever, whatever. So we went.
Hmm.
I talked to her after. And I'm like, yo, this funeral made me think of something. Like, I would be really upset at myself if you were the one in the casket and I was holding on to something that you said, like, in passing, not thinking about, like, how that made me feel. And
Mm.
even though it's me feeling this way, this had nothing to do with you specifically, but this is how this made me feel. I just don't like that. And I'm like,
Mm.
I'm sorry that I wasn't talking to you. Like, you would call and you say hi. I wouldn't say anything to you. Like,
I
I was really
see.
standoffish. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't really think about it. Da, 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 da. We hugged. We talked. We've been good ever since. Obviously, again, I always loved her at the time. I was just mad because why is that the first thing you would say to me? Like because that could be anybody's like tipping point to be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like maybe it was a benefit to be like, yo, you know what? You are big. Let's go lock it. Some people that works. For me
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
specifically, actually doesn't. It puts me on the other side. Like, oh, let me go cover up. Let me get like a bigger t-shirt. Let me get bigger clothes to hide what's going on to make me feel more comfortable. What's going on? It takes me so long to get comfortable in these spaces and these things I got to do.
I bet.
So that is one of the stories that I had,
Well,
and that's
thanks
some
for
of them.
sharing.
I mean,
Thanks for
shout my
sharing.
godmother, man. She's a cool person. She meant
Yeah.
well.
But the fact that you actually had the to just take it full circle and just be like, hey, like it's not something I was a fan
I
of.
had to. I had to, bro. Think
Underrated skill.
sitting in that funeral, looking and being like, I'm like, damn, bro. I'd be so wasted if I was just so upset by this that I didn't talk to him. Something happened. My dad called me one day and told me, like, what am I holding on to? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Again,
funny.
anger, man. 9, 10 seconds. After that, it's you.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. Our final topic, which one I really, really liked.
Mm.
I mean, you talked about this because you weren't too privy
Yeah,
of the Fab Four and their greatness and their Black Sox and what it meant to.
clearly I don't know nothing about sports, Jim.
No, no. I mean, you know what? You don't know about your sports, and that's the problem. Because you couldn't name me 13 UFC and boxers. And next time you come back, I want you to be well versed in this boxing
My
UFC thing.
actually, yes.
Yeah.
Let me run it. I need a rematch.
No, eventually. I'm not gonna tell you when.
Ding ding.
No, because you're not gonna go home today and be like, let me start. No, no,
No, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no,
That's
no.
fake.
But
That's
one
fake.
day I'm just not gonna put it on the board. I'm springing on you. Bam.
Say
So yo,
less.
name 13.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Chris Webber, Fat Four, amazing, talented person.
Mm.
We all know what happened. Well, maybe not we all know, but I think we should know what happened in his final four run. Someone on his team, someone on his team on the bench when they caught the rebound said, "Yo, call timeout." So when he caught the ball on the rebound
Hmm.
and he stole it, he caught half court, he caught timeout. They had no more timeout. They shot that in the corner. They lost. They lost the game on that specific play.
Play.
Essentially,
Yeah.
obviously, basketball is not just one play. So we can say he lost it there, but like he did a lot to get them to that point.
Mm.
Okay, it's a bigger than that. So Ernie and Chuck asked him. They were podcast. They asked him, um, at that moment when you call a timeout, like, what are stories you tell to your kids and to whatever? He's like, you know what? I would tell my kids that while this was going on, I was the leading scorer.
Hmm.
Um, I was the leading rebounder,
Best player on that game.
best player in that game, best player in NCAA. And at that time, it didn't matter. I called a timeout. I was at the height of the heights. I called timeout, and I felt terrible. I lost the game.
Mm.
It's everything we've worked hard for, everything we want to do, everything we're supposed to do for the city, for the world, for the community. And Chris Webber, lost the game. And he went more into it, and he said, I was very fortunate to still go number one and have a very good career. Obviously, sidelined by some injuries, but have a really good career. And the best part about it was I had people around me to keep me going.
Mm.
And what I'm talking to you about, because we're very big on community, have people around you that you can speak to and share your struggles, not only your accomplishments with.
Yep.
That in that predicament, there are people in this day today that still can go get over a shot they missed in, to make it about Canada, a
Yep.
TDSB championship game.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, there's still people who can't get championship game, a playoff game, like, because some people will never get to experience that moment
Exactly.
again.
Exactly.
And that can break you. Him going number one and having a really good career is wonderful. He zero championships,
Mhm.
right? Zero. I don't believe he had a finals appearance. No, he didn't have a. He did not have a finals appearance. So like to think you were the top player on all those teams, and like in that moment you could have carried all this with you. Like you
Yep.
carry so much on your shoulders, like a top guy. You know, the guy who's supposed to 100% go into league no matter what.
Yep.
You carry all that with you, and you get there, and then it all falls apart in your hands. Something you technically could have controlled. You didn't have to call timeout.
Sure.
You know, probably the right thing to do basketball wise, but you don't have to call timeout. And now you get there, and your kids look at you and ask you, "Daddy, what happened? Like, why'd you call them?" You have to explain that story and kind of go through it. But then you guys look at the big picture, like, look what I learned from it. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like, look what it showed me about the people around me. Because at the time, we didn't talk about this, but at the time, the Jalen Roses, Juwan Howard, et cetera, like they were not rocking with him because why? Everyone's like, why would you call him out?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You're the guy. You're the leading scorer. You're carrying us where you're supposed to get. Why would you call him out? That's you.
Yep.
It's
It's on
you.
his shoulders.
It's on your shoulders. You know, not very similar, but similar enough to J.R. Smith getting the steal in the Golden State Cleveland series and not shooting the ball.
Or yeah, when
They
he
need it.
or when he went the wrong direction, and
Yeah.
LeBron was like, oh.
Yeah, go this way. We need the ball. You either shoot it. Look, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those things are important,
Yes.
right? And that people in your corner can talk you through that and like those feelings, those emotions, that keep you going, keep your head in the game. Because like we spoke earlier,
Yeah.
some people never bounce back from that, and this is in life in general. Like it can be one thing. You could go into an interview and bomb a specific question that you thought you didn't do good, and
Yeah.
now you know your dream job or whatever it was never goes, or that the essay or the homework you never submitted for that
Yeah.
whatever to get you that mark that would have got you into university, get you into,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like these are all stepping stones. Like for him, and I think sorry, the reason I'm speaking so proudly because I think it's so profound to be able to sit there and know like you had people in your corner
Hmm.
who were, Chris, keep going, man. You did it. You did what you had to do. You got us there. Because
Yeah.
it could have been the inverse, where the whole of Michigan and everyone else was like, "Bro, you let us down. This was our one chance. This was our one to get to where we had to get to. You guys were the guys. You guys were the cover at NBA. You guys were wearing the black socks. You guys had the shoes. You guys had the Fab Four. You guys have this. You guys have that.
Yeah.
And you let us down. You, not Jalen, not Jawan. You, Chris. You know what I mean? So I want. Sorry, I didn't mean to go so long on this, but
No, that's okay.
to wrap it up, I wanted you to speak about basically what I just told you and
Yep.
what you're privy to, like to that moment of
Yeah.
this was what I had going, so what I had going for me, and
Yeah.
essentially I
Mhm.
fumbled it, and then how you kind of get through that if you're
Yeah,
able
of
to.
course. I actually, this is a fantastic question,
Thank you.
and the reason why I say that is because obviously this is a quote unquote isolated incident within athletes. My point of view is in a hyper competitive environment, there's a difference between these two things. It's the glory and the lesson.
Hmm.
For hyper competitive individuals, the glory will always be bigger than the lesson, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And again, this is similar to what you said earlier. The, basketball is a chess game
Yeah.
where one move determines the winner. And the glory that falls on that move behind all the all the points you've scored, everything leading up to that moment is the reason why he's so hard on himself is the could have been one of the biggest moments in his life that he will never experience again.
Yeah.
So how big how much do you want to chase the glory versus the lesson learned in losing? People will always gravitate to the glory. And then it's like, man, like I've done all this leading up in the final four. This is NCAA. This is March Madness. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is my one shot at experiencing something 99.999% of people in the world can't experience. And that one decision that I made cost me everything.
Yeah.
And obviously, say he didn't, the timeout wasn't called. He could have won the entire thing, and his life could have been way much more different than what it was. Even though his accolades, could spreads like covers a whole dictionary worth of achievements. So I don't know. It's just the glory versus the lesson. Like people will naturally gravitate to what brings me a legacy.
Yeah. No, especially in sports, especially in this space that we're speaking about right now.
Yeah.
With sports, it's very much like, what have you done for me, not what you accomplished. And what have you done for me is like as a fan. So as a fan, I'm looking at it like, what did you do for me?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the city, like, to sum it all up, DeMar DeRozan. Okay, this is a thing, but since we're on episode 10 about DeMar DeRozan really quickly, DeMar DeRozan, regardless of how you feel about him, he was an excellent, excellent basketball player in Toronto. Did he do what he had to do? No. Did he say some
No.
stupid stuff about LeBron and I would have LeBron? Yeah, dumb as hell. Did he get on that stage in a crip walk with Kendrick like an idiot? Yeah, whatever, bro. But I won't sit here and slander what he did, the accomplishments he had, the All Stars, the All NBAs, the scoring, the
Yeah.
passing, the playoff appearances. Like he did some things,
Yeah.
but Toronto, and not only Toronto, but a lot of cities who have a star NBA player or whatever that they like, it is very much what you do for me. And if you haven't accomplished what we thought you would have accomplished, then we just refer back to what you didn't do, what you did do that we didn't like the most.
Yep.
So that stupid comment he made about LeBron and saying what would have happened if it wasn't LeBron in front of them, and everything else beyond that. For Chris Webber, he had an excellent career. He was a five-time All-Star, NBA, All NBA. Like he brought the Sacramento Kings to 2002 NBA Western Conference Finals, and
Mhm.
some would say that he got cheated out of that. That's another topic for
Yeah.
another episode. However, to say it all to say, it's very important, and it's how I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll pass to you.
Yeah.
It's very important to have good people around you that can talk you off the edge. Trigger warning if that's something that's trigger warning, but have someone that can talk you off of that, like, and have someone that you feel comfortable enough to talk to about things that are going on. I'll leave it at that.
Facts. And then one thing I will say about DeMar DeRozan, imagine how he feels when Kawhi went to the team and they won a chip.
It doesn't even matter because he said that shit about LeBron. Then he went to go crip walk beside Kendrick and talk about how much he loves Toronto. No, you don't. No, you don't. You weren't supposed to pick a side, but you didn't have to do all that. Anyway, sorry. Don't get me into this topic, man. They're gonna think I'm a. Anyways, they're gonna think I'm an OVO Avenger. Just go on, man.
Jim, as we wrap up episode 10,
Yes, sir.
I would love some parting words, but also, how do you feel about going this far? Knowing that the pilot felt like it was yesterday.
We haven't gone far enough.
Mm.
There's more to do. I'm very excited. We have a plethora of people who are interested in coming on and having interview and sitting down talking to us, which I would hope would be the case, but I never thought people would actually reach out to me and be like, "Yo, I'm ready to do this. Like, let me know. Let me know." I don't know. I always thought it'd be me, like, "Hey, man, can I get an interview? can I?" Can I get a morsel of your conversation? You know what I mean? But no, it's cool, man. Like again, 5 views, 40 views, 10 listens, 1 listen, whatever the case may be, man. Just thank you and keep going. And if you believe if you believe in yourself enough, things will work out. Yourself, sir.
I actually, when Jim told me that there are people who want to partake in the show, my heart lit up
Mm-hmm.
because it is literally two fellows on the couch chatting about. Don't get me wrong, the topics we talk about could be very, very deep, very, very sentimental to us, but also it's very lighthearted.
Yeah.
And listen, all this aside, the fact that people want to be involved is actually such a moment of joy, knowing that what we're talking about resonates with the listeners.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whether Jim roasting me roasting him, I think doing it for the love of the game
Yeah.
is the best thing you could do.
Honestly, man.
And that's my takeaway. Do it for the love of the game.
If you're able to.
If you're able to, exactly.
If you're able to, bro, do it for the love of the game, man.
Exactly.
And with that, please always remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. And we will be back with more In the Gym with Jim and Trizzy, man.
Come on. Signing out.
Thank you.